Hi, this is Julian and welcome for this new tutorial on Lightroom. I'm going to show you an alternative method to create black and white. You have a proper way, so to speak, to create black and white in Lightroom. And this is the B and W here in this panel. You've got HSL for hue, saturation, luminance. And by clicking on B and W for black and white, obviously, you're going to convert all the colors into grayscale. And each color from the original picture can be brighter or darker. So the limit of this is, well, if you don't have any of the color, you can't really convert it. Say purple, for example, there is nothing to adjust, maybe a few pixels there. We've got blue, so that's cool. But if we go too far, there will be that nasty edge, because this is yellow and green, and there will be some pixels in the middle that can't be converted, and they will remain white because they belong to the aqua and blue. They belong actually to the green and yellow, not to the blue. So if I convert all the aqua and blue, this will be very dark, but because these pixels, they are from the yellow and orange, they can't be converted, so they remained white. So this is why I have this nasty edge. So actually this tool is pretty limited because I can't really use the full potential of the picture. And also if I don't have a color to start with, there's nothing to convert in black and white. So what I'm about to show you is not by any means like a new proper way to do it. It's actually a hack, because I'm going to do something that you shouldn't probably be doing, but yeah, it gives you a choice. It's up to you to decide if you get a better black and white than the official method. So the idea is, if to create black and white I need some colors, why not shifting the colors beforehand? What if I completely change the colors of the original picture so I can get a different black and white? Because with this, there's nothing I can do with the color I'm starting with, right? So basically the idea is to completely mess up with the temp and the tint. So if I adjust the temp and the tint, as you can see, we've got really different results once in black and white. And let me reset all the values in black and white here. All right, everything is going to be 0, and now I can adjust the temp and the tint, and then maybe create a different mix. So let's say mess around with the blues and the purple, and now when I'm going to change the tint, I've got different results for the sky. Okay, and same obviously for the blue and yellow. Actually, this is the LAB mode. Like, the LAB is to separate the luminance from the chrominance. So you've got like one axis, which is the luminance, and two axes that are blue, yellow. This is the A axis, and green, magenta, which is the B axis of the LAB mode. This is actually a LAB breakdown, but it's not. It doesn't have the name of LAB, but this is actually LAB for those who know about LAB. So what I could do also is use the HSL, so not convert entirely the image in black and white, but what I could do is use different gradient, linear gradient here, so gradiated filter, and I could also use the paintbrush. So here's the thing, I could draw something from top to bottom and one other from bottom to top, and each of these is going to be desaturated, all right? And I want to make sure they overlap completely, so I get a proper grayscale picture. Okay, so this is probably not enough. Yeah, that's it. So now we've got a proper black and white, but what we have is two different filters, so we can adjust and shift the light. And also if I change on this the tint, as you can see, we can get a slightly different black and white mix. And we can do this for the bottom part of the picture, but also for the sky. Look at here. We can adjust the temp, the tint to get a different mix, and then maybe adjust shadows, maybe a bit of details. So what you could do in one pass by converting in black and white, you can do it with two settings. So it's actually a bit more complex, and you can sort of sculpt your black and white a little bit better. What you could do also is use the two techniques at the same time. So for example, what you could do is, let me shift back to the basic settings. So right click, develop settings, and then reset. So let's start fresh. Okay, so let's convert into black and white. And as we saw, there is no way to get a different result unless we shift the colors, right? So I'm going just to contrast this, and now I want something different for the this part of the picture, not the sky, just the trees and basically the foreground, and this is the background. So I can completely shift this and go back here and maybe lower the setting, because otherwise I will get this nasty edge. Okay, and now I could use the other technique, which is put a filter, gradient filter on top of it. Okay, and one other for the bottom. So there is no need to use saturation anymore to desaturate, because it's already desaturated. But what I can do now is shift the temp and the tint, and as you can see, it's going to shift the black and white that is created by the global setting. So now I can kind of split the picture in two and get different black and white only because I put 2 more graduated filters on top of it. So that's really cool. You've got like a global setting, which we got here, and we put 2 more graduated filter to shift one part of the picture or the other. But we don't have to use graduated filter. Look at this. We can remove them, and then say I want to paint with the paintbrush, and then again I'm going to paint with a really nasty temperature, and look at this. We can paint a different black and white for the trees here. This is a bit extreme actually. Let's lower the setting, but you get the idea. We convert into a black and white, but because we shift the temperature with a filter on top of it with a mask, then we can sculpt the black and white in a way that we couldn't do with just the basic setting. This is really cool. It's not meant to do that, because you're not supposed to adjust the white balance in such manner. You're supposed to get a proper white. That is the goal of a white balance. Okay, so that's it for me for today. I hope you enjoyed this little trick. Let me know if you have any questions down in the section, in the comment section down below. Don't forget to subscribe to get more free content on my channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.